What's up, everybody? It is Spicy Topics, and I'm honored to be talking live with Ira Parker. I'm going to bring him on. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure that you like this video. Please make sure that you like this video, okay, and engage. If you are watching out there in the woods, that's okay. This is a real topic tonight. I thought I'd talk about R. Kelly because his trial is coming up September 29th this year. And I know I haven't done much commentary on R. Kelly in a minute. And because we are getting close, let's talk about some of the real issues. I enjoy talking with Ira. I'm going to go ahead and bring Ira on. Let's add Ira.
What's going on?
I don't see you.
You don't see me? I'm looking at you. You probably got to hit the extra button on the bottom. Are you on StreamYard?
Oh, there you go. It just took so long.
Yeah.
It's not computer.
Yeah.
So we talking to Ira. And we're gonna just discuss. I want to keep it real. At the same time, of course, I'm not gonna jeopardize R. Kelly, give him his opportunity to have his day in court. I don't believe in that. Ira, you got anything you want to introduce yourself? Tell the people.
My name is Ira. Don't got no special names, nothing like that. Been following the trial. I mean, not the trial. Been following the YouTube streets.
Sorry.
I'm one of them people that I haven't been on YouTube like that, but I've been following everybody. So I think it's about time that I wanted to get on now because there's like a date, and a date is, approaching. And so she's one of the people who I always admired. So I say, yo, let's do it. This is the time for me to actually take it serious and let's go from there.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I just know with the movement we going to thank everybody in the chat. Texas Black Diamond, my girl.
Hey, how you doing?
Luke, Latanya, my sister. Hey, sis. Miss Fat. Stand up. Be counted. Yeah, my sister's here. That's shocking. I don't know. Should she say something? I don't know. But anyway, you know what? With this Black Lives Matter movement happening, let's talk real. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not stupid. I'm not slow. I would never jeopardize R. Kelly's opportunity. But at the same time, it's about time we understand that this is a real trial. There's going to be people that are against R. Kelly. Right. There's people that are for him. Nobody is all for him. That's just false. If you have what I'm trying to say is bias, I guess. I think it's hard for fans to really tell the truth about how they feel because you're a fan, you're a supporter. So I don't know. Being honest and being real about how you really feel about it can really end up working against you. So I kind of wanted to talk lightly about that. And as I was saying, with this Black Lives Matter time and movement and moment that we're in, how does that affect you, or does it affect you in the way that when you look and you think about these alleged accusers, how does that affect you where you see Black people like George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, countless Ahmaud Arbery were murdered by racist white cops, people attacked, killed them before their time. How do you feel about that as it pertains to these Black girls that are accusing of Black men? You kind of know what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
Like, what are your views on that?
You gotta you gotta go one way. You can't be like, okay, if it's someone you like, you gotta look at it different versus someone who is perceived as racist. And I don't really like talking about that. I mean, I don't mind it because what people do is they take it as you're taking a side by saying, are you comparing R. Kelly with the white, with racism? Like, no, I'm just saying that if, you gotta be whatever way you are with one thing, you have to be with the next thing, whether we like it or not, and I mean, of course, I don't like anything that's going on with all this Black Lives Matter, any authority abusing their authority. We can't have that.
So as it pertains to the accusers, knowing these are Black women, does that make you maybe lighten up on maybe I'm asking myself because I came down on them. I came hardcore on them as I began to look into these cases, actually look into history, look at the videos. A lot of y'all looked at it and you got mad. You called them out their name. I know I have. I snapped on them. But
okay, I got you.
do you get okay
I got
from
you.
that point?
So let me say that, let me answer that question real quick and let me go by what I've always been on. It's always easier to go on the side of defending the women. So I'm never mad at that. So if that's what you want to do, it's always because you can always apologize and say if you're wrong about something that didn't really harm him like that, as like pertain to the things that he was accused of. However, as a man, I was always, first of all, let me say this. I am a fan of R. Kelly. I like R. Kelly. I like his music. I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. There we go. I do my glasses all the time. I'm a fan of R. Kelly. So let me get that straight before we have a talk and it seems like we're downing him or something like that. But as a man, I've always been more about his decision making. As a man, if I had to criticize him on something, that's where my criticism will come from with R. Kelly. So to answer, so go back to your question, I don't blame anybody since the black, like all this stuff, like the Me Too movement, stuff like that. If you wanted to come down on him because of that, because that's your emotion, that's just what it is, you know. But at the same time, I was mad before that about his decision making, because to me, his decision making is the reason why he's at where he's at right now.
Good answer. So you're saying that you already had feelings because as a man, and I'm sure a lot of men can relate to that. That's a very good place to judge from because you're not being biased. You're being realistic. At a man, we're not gonna. I mean, unless you want to tell your age, we are mature enough to kind of. We're not.
I'm 39. I'm 39. So
39, right?
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm 39. See, I'm 39. Say now.
Okay. So you're saying that you have feelings about his choices and decision making. And one can only wonder how can you sit yourself in that position to say that. Well, one, you're a man. Two, you're a mature man. Maybe three, you can talk about it. When it comes to how you choose women, how, like, at what mindset, how should he have maybe thought it out or thought about how should he choose his women? I don't know. I guess I'm trying to say, you got me.
I got you. How I move and how he moves, or how anybody on these YouTube streets moves, we are not R. Kelly, or we're not Usher, or we're not Chris Brown, or nothing like that. They have to move different. They can't, like, it's a blessing and a curse to be famous and not to be famous. Like, I'm 39. Won't nobody care? I'm not saying nobody, but nobody care right now if I really mess with a 20-year-old, a 19-year-old. Not really. But my thing about R and his decision making, what I'm trying to say is that he's already had, like he said, he beat the trial. So you already know in 2008 he beat that trial. So from that point on, he should have been on his P's and Q's with his surroundings. He can't move like me because of the perception. The perception, if you don't like him, is that he messes with underage women.
Right.
So if we only know, broad wise, we only know 2 girls that has been his girlfriend, and like now during the trial, they highlighting the youngest of all the women that he has. And they're calling him girlfriend, them girlfriends, not the older ones, not the, you know what I'm saying? To me, it should be the opposite. He should be wifing up one of those older girls. And then if the side pieces was the younger of the 2, you know, the 2 youngest, it's different. But it's just perception.
Right.
Even if
Instead,
like it's
perception
just,
is reality.
yeah, it's just perception. And that's what I'm saying I'm mad about, because the anger comes from I'm defending him. You know what I'm saying? Like outside when people talk to me, because they know I'm a big fan and all that stuff like that, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So it's harder when it's because people come up to you, they can't wait. Anything they hear bad. So what you feel about that? So what you feel about that? And I'm like this.
It make it hard to defend.
Like, damn. Because at that point, it's not about it's not about what I think. It's about what it looks like.
Right. Perception is reality.
Yeah. What it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All day long. Perception is reality. And I get what you're saying. Those people don't care about him. So they won't have the empathy and the compassion to understand him. Like you talked about, you can relate. That's not what they're willing to do. They're not willing to relate, because at the end of the day, the charges that he is charged for are people hate that. No one wants that. Nobody wants to defend a pedophile. Let's be real.
He has no criminal. Like he has no record.
Oh no, I'm not calling him one. Let's be clear.
No. I know that. I'm saying no. Right. I'm saying that he has no record, and you will think that he has a record like this for him to be treated the way he's been treated. But that comes with the moral of it. This R. Kelly's probably the first person that they're basically dragging morally, and they're trying to bring the moral into legal stuff. This is why they're stretching it out. This is why they're stretching it out.
Right. They're trying to bring that moral, throw that moral on him more than anybody. They won't. They have not done that. Put that much of emphasis on them and paid that much attention and dragged, criticized, and threw in jail like they did R. Kelly. And you're absolutely right. Now, I want to be clear for the people that don't want to understand. This man has not had a criminal history case. He doesn't have a criminal history. He does not have charges. So we know that from their perception. These people have no desire to understand. But when I look at Azriel and how she moves, I look at the shade room and all the comments. These people don't watch R. Kelly videos on YouTube. These are not these supporters or non-supporters that focus on R. Kelly on YouTube. These are people all over the world that's just commenting on shade room. They shade room people. They're the followers, and they even now see how some of these accusers move, which is making it look like, okay, maybe R. Kelly is not that guilty. Maybe you the problem. And I wanted to get into, before we continue, tough question.
Oh,
hopefully
let's go.
I try to write it tough.
Yeah.
Out of Geronda Pace, Faith Rogers, Azriel Clary, and Lanita Carter, whose case comes the most detriment, do you think? Geronda Pace claimed she was 15. Remember we talked. She was 15. She was 16. Then she was damn near 19. She kept changing her damn age. Faith Rogers claimed she was given an STD and she's charging him for rough sex. But she was legal. But she said it wasn't forced, but it was rough. He's I guess in trouble for
beating it up.
That's what I was gonna say.
Come on, no.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, so Azriel Clary, underage. These are just the charges. These are not in stone. I'm telling you, we're just talking about.
Okay.
So that's what they're saying. The fight is she was underage. She was moved across state lines, and Lanita Carter, Clark or Carter, whichever one.
The hair braider.
Yes, the hair braider claims that she was forced to give head. Out of all of those people that came up as victims, which one do you think is the most detrimental to R. Kelly in his trial?
Geronda.
Would you like to
Geronda. Well, watch it. Hair braider girl, get out of here. That ain't gonna happen. Next. Who else you say? I'm just gonna tell you.
Geronda, Faith Rogers, Lanita's the hair braider.
Faith Rogers next, because even if he did get accused of that, like say if that was the only charge, time served. Next,
right?
And you said
Azriel.
Azriel. It depends if she's actually the one that they're talking about. That's the one that comes with the RICO stuff,
Right.
No, state lines.
Yeah.
But as far as all the charges of him getting double charged and all that stuff like that, you still got to go with Geronda, because that's what started. That's the one from the state, and that's the one on the federal. And
right.
If they, to me, unless it's something I don't know or something we don't know, she's already lied. That's going to be that's going to help him.
Yeah.
That's going to help him. She's already lied. Matter of fact, like I told, like the pre-talk we had, I can't believe that they had a documentary out and they let the lie go on right there and people didn't catch it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's on a. That's if you see it now, that's still on there. That her lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So to answer the question, it's definitely Geronda.
Okay.
But she's on both. She's on both, the state and the federal.
Okay. She's on the state and the federal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's so much that I can't recall every single detail.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that I feel like Geronda or Azriel. I feel like it would be either Geronda or Azriel. What happened? We lost Ira. Let me send him another link. And while I'm doing that, what's going on, everybody? I know there's a lot of comments. This is the type of topics I actually I know there's going to be a lot. His trial's coming up, and it's time to have the talk of the talks. I mean, it's realistic, because guess what? Like it or not, it's going to come. And let me see if I can send Ira another link. I don't know what happened here. And this topic tonight is going to be spicy, because it is going to be real. It's not intended to be. There you are.
I try to do something silly and look at the chat, but I don't got my computer on me, so I was like, "Oh God!" I was like, "No, okay, let me just talk." What was the last thing he was saying?
We was talking about the I don't know every nick and cranny of all the details, but I do know I know a lot of details. But I said it was either going to be Azriel or Joycelyn or Geronda Pace. But speaking of Joycelyn, I said in the last live, Azriel, in that fight she had with Joycelyn. Hopefully I could play that video. I like to get into the emotion, but when she got into that fight with her and she called out and said that you molested me, you had sex with me when I was a minor. Do you think that impacted any way? Do you think that had any type of real impact on his trial or on her? How do you think that will affect her? Or do you?
Listen, they want to get R. So they're going to look at the bad of it. Look at him. If she had sex with her, that means she had sex with him. You know, so they're going to. So like, it depends what side of the fence you on, right? Or if you could just be an objective mindset about everything. I don't think it'd go anyway. But I always like to think about.
My fault. I know, and it's not pausing. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. I just think that what I think they will think. And I think that when Azriel said that, it hurt R. Kelly. To them.
To them. To who? To them. To the world?
Yes. Like look. Because the reason why I say it hurt R. Kelly is because if I had to take the bad out of it, I'll say, see, this is what I'm saying by dealing with a younger woman or girl.
We call them young girls. Why, when it comes to them, you got to be careful about saying girl, and I say young girl if the girl is younger than me. That's all.
Yeah, but that's how they viewing it. Just like they don't. Right. So we only see Azriel and Jocelyn looking grown when the streets follow us, on TV. They never show no the Azriel with the bulk breasts and stuff like that. They don't show that.
Right.
They show the skinny.
Right.
They show the skinny Azriel that look like she's still been the same age forever.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Perception again.
Yes.
Perception.
Yes. It's perception.
And I think this is like, it's so upsetting. And honestly, that's another reason why I just did not want to talk about this R. Kelly case anymore. Because it's like I feel helpless. I feel like they just fucking over him, like by Lifetime and the female. Just watching Azriel, God, I wanted to just it was I just felt like you are the dirtiest, the triflingest. Because when she did that, when she said that the girl molested her, my thoughts is
you know where that's coming from.
I didn't really feel like that it made her look bad. It did make her, it made Joycelyn look dirty at the time, like trash. Why would you do that? But for a moment, I just feel like, yeah, she looks bad herself because you stayed in that situation and everybody know you're reacting because you feel jealous feelings or envy feelings, you're angry feelings, you grieving. So yeah, that was my thoughts.
Yeah.
My thoughts.
It did look that way, but to me, when I looked at that, I was like, dang, that's how I looked at it. Like if I was to defend R. Kelly, now you know someone's been in her ear. Like if they're always talking about the side of R. Kelly brainwashing the women. What about the opposite?
Right.
Of everybody, brainwashing them, telling them, please say this so we can get them. How you know that they don't have been going through that? And maybe
I just hope his lawyer can fight like that, because I feel like no matter what we say, because we relate to him, we empathize, we care, that we might say this, but I feel like because they want him in jail so bad, they don't give a fuck. They don't want to be rational about it. They don't give it a second thought. That's how I feel. So I hope his lawyer can fight for him. But I'm gonna play this real quick so we can get mad, if it plays. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still playing.
Let's get with the tough questions.
Let's see. It's cutting up a little bit. We'll see. If it don't play too badly, then I just stop it. String. It's the part that I wanted her to say, "You molested me," but you know what? It's acting up on me.
That's how you know. To me, when I heard that, you already know somebody's been in her ear. Then at that point,
definitely.
You know what? Rob has been lying to all of y'all. And that's the sad part about it. That is the sad fucking part about it. He been lying to all y'all asses. And he had people like me lying for him.
Okay, enough. Her voice, it hurts the fuck out of me.
Because he's young.
It's annoying as fuck. That high pitched ass, screechy, even Tasha K screechy ass voice. I don't know how they do it. I cannot do it. And I'm not saying that mine is perfect, but this shit is so annoying. But anyway, yeah. I just wanted to play that to get to this point. You did all that. You play chess, not checkers. You started all that drama with Joycelyn. But then a couple months go by, you send her a message a PDA, public display of affection, how you miss her. So you go after her reputation to destroy it. You want to turn the world against her and make her let the world, allow the world to look at Joycelyn as if she was bad and it's like a nasty person that preyed on her vagina.
Mhm.
You do all of that, and then you turn around and you miss her. I miss her. I love her. And that little manipulation. I had to have tough love so you can see that was manipulation.
Mhm.
That really upset me. And then she sends Joycelyn a happy birthday video, showing a video of Joycelyn's private moment. She didn't give her permission. At what point did you ever see or hear Joycelyn come out and say, I miss you too? You never saw her respond. So what it would look like to me and to the world is that you are harassing Joycelyn. Is that you won't leave her alone. The girl, you look disturbed. So in a sense, I feel like Azriel can be somewhat detriment, but I also feel like she just, as much as she does, because she's young, is she's ruining her own reputation and how she looks.
Mhm. Yes, it was just it's just messy, but that goes to why I would say that's where I fought him as a man, because when you sit there and that's part, if that's one of the women that you call your girlfriend, what did you expect out of that?
Right. And I can't do nothing but agree with that, you know. And I often see supporters, their thing is and I've said it. I can't even say them. I've said it. They're grown, and they are grown. But like you saying, reality is reality. And the one thing I did try to be is honest. You young. You still young. You're young yet. You're not even the way that the girl acts now. She's very young, and she should be young. That's her age. She should have fun. I wouldn't expect her to be anybody but young. So I can understand how you feel. And as like you said, you're a man, and you would hold him to a higher standard at some point, because you know you have gotten your blessing. You was scot-free 2008. People would say the world set him up and everybody did it. It was never his fault. He had no part in it. That's not reality. That's why this topic is spicy. That's why this is a real topic. And we asking them tough questions. So can you elaborate so that you tell them, Ira?
I do want to get to the point where we talk good about them, so people really know how I really like the other part. But it's just that we have to be able. We can't like be like the other people, like the people that's far right.
Good.
Yeah, the far right, like like they just think the worst of them. No, we can't rock with them. But we also really can't rock with the people that's always far like pro Kels either, because they just say anything just to jump on the bandwagon. We have to be honest here. Now, I'm not going to say nothing about him that's going to be, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's not true. I'm only going to speak about the from my perspective of being a man. I want to say that because I know how these YouTube streams work. They thinking you talking bad about somebody.
They'll drag your ass.
But I don't care about that. I just want to go.
I know.
Because moving forward, I don't mind saying what it is now, because at least there's a trial date. Before, it's been 1.5 years almost. Yeah. Right? And you see what's been going on from 1.5 years. A bunch of everybody come up here and making up their own stuff. I know him, not making up, whatever. Just I know him. I'm smarter than you. I got a bigger channel than you. I'm a manager. I'm his daddy. All that shit. I don't got time. Like, nah. The reason why I believe you should talk about it now is because there's a until something changes, there is a date. Yeah. And you ain't got time to be just worrying about the BS that everybody else has been doing. Linking up with people. Just about everybody who linked up, they beefing now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been too long. It's been too long. So, that's why I say, listen, I'd rather just lay low, say what I need to say, keep it real, We're gonna talk good about him. We're gonna talk bad about him. The only thing is, my only criticism of him is that he should have. I wish he had a better team behind him and he had better decision making, because not because of his past. Let's just be honest. It's just because of his past and the perception. This trial is not about Jerron Pace. Just about. This is about the perception of people still can't get over him marrying Aaliyah. If we don't know if it's fake. Whatever the case may be. So this is why it's about the perception.
That's true, though.
Not about what's technically right or wrong.
Right. The perception is that he did, and that's what we have to deal with. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
We have to deal with when you say it in first person. It's just that you're saying it because that is the perception. That's what they take into court.
Mm-hmm.
So the best thing to do is deal with the reality, because lying or because acting like it's not there does not mean that brick wall is not there. And if you keep walking, you're going to have a hickey.
Right.
You're going to walk right into the brick wall. So it's best to just deal. The perception is that happened with Aaliyah, and you're right. People can't get over that. They can't. R. Kelly is the king of R&B. Period. He is the Boosie said the other week that he said that he's better than Michael Jackson, Beyonce. And I mean, that's his opinion. I do think he's up there. I think they all great. And
absolutely,
my opinion. But this is the king of R&B. We cannot and will not, even if we try, even if they try, you can't take that from him because it's already written in stone.
You can't.
He's the king of R&B. He's a very talented man, very nice looking man. And I believe R. Kelly is a nice man. Just by his spirit, just by his aura.
Maybe too damn nice. If we want to go that route.
He is, I believe he is.
Maybe too damn nice.
Too damn nice. I believe, and that's why we're talking about belief, and we don't know for sure, but based on what we've seen and what we've heard by him, he's done interviews, obviously. He's written songs. The smile on his face, the words he say, and out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So out of the things that what's in him, it's coming out anyway. R. Kelly, but I think he was too nice, because like I said the other day, and like you just said, spending too much time having the wrong people around you. Now we can't go to yesteryear, and we can't change what happened, but the least we can do is be honest, so that he will not make those same choices again. Because you never know. Maybe one day he'll find out, he'll hear one of our videos or what we're saying tonight. You never know. Maybe somebody that is potentially like him will take heed to what we're saying. Even with Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion was around Tory Lanez. End up getting shot. No one said, she didn't say he shot her foot. She said she was shot intentionally, harmed. Repetitively, she said this. And Tory Lanez has he has a past, he has a history of carrying weapons when he was, wouldn't listen. Got stopped by the cops a couple times for having a gun.
He wasn't allowed to have a gun.
Right. You can't have a damn gun. And now she come up shot.
So now, so the perception is this is why he's quiet now. Because of the perception. And that's what I'm trying to say, to get back on art. I'm hoping none of this stuff is true, but it don't look good from the perception part of it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and so that's and I'm saying that angers me because I like him.
Yes, so, we took some heat for that.
Yes, yes,
all of us.
So I want people to understand that I'm upset and angry that he has to go through that, but you can be just like you're upset at your friends or whatever. It's like, dude, you don't have to do that. You didn't have to move that way. You didn't have to move that way. And that's neither. I mean, that's like you say, all that stuff is in the past now. But when you got that perception on you, it is very hard to get past. And I told you over the when we was pre-talking before, I would have let those girls go. And I think that's what brought the heat.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with him having, though, it's nothing wrong with the man being with women that are that is younger.
Not at all.
But this is R.
The R. Right.
Like, so watch this. Here you go. I gotta take my glasses off for this one. There's many celebrities that do the same thing. Males, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of a guy, just somebody, it can be name anybody famous, doesn't matter, right? But when you think about R,
I need Drake. Drake is
okay,
caught a couple times.
Okay, Drake, all right. You think about Drake messing with the girl, and you think about R messing with the girl. Your mind automatically goes, that mother probably did the nastiest shit to that girl, and then Drake probably just had sex. You see what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. Yeah.
Come on, this is R. Kelly music. We know he know what to do. So yeah, we're gonna think that he's done the worst of the goodest, the best.
Yeah, like
I mean, yeah.
It's perception.
Yeah.
It's like, watch, you know what? Ready for this? Forget about R. Tell me if I'm wrong about women. I don't know. When y'all look at guys, right? Y'all can look at a guy and say, damn, it look like he know what he doing.
Yeah.
You look at another guy and you say, no, he don't look like he's not my swag.
Lame,
right. But you don't really know if
just kidding.
He could do whatever. It's just your perception because of what because of what you think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I'm saying that he fought, like where his fault is, like they wanted to get him back then. So by
Ira, there you go. I can't hear
the phone call. Somebody,
I hear you now.
Yeah. I told people not to call me. They still call me.
They still call too.
Anyway,
still call you. I'm gonna get hollered at.
That's why I wanted my.
I'm controlled.
I got you. Right.
I'm the controller. Okay.
You control. That ain't none of my business right there. Ain't none of my business.
Yeah.
But it's just you gotta use your common sense. That's all. I mean, damn. Like you are.
Yeah.
They already like the way, like, why give them that footage of you looking like you holding them hostage? Even though I don't think that's true at all. No, I don't believe that's true at all.
Yeah, I know. Right.
But it looks like, and then the only pictures that the media have, because they don't at that time they didn't have social media, stuff like that. They say this 16-year-old girl, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole documentary, they made art. Listen, the whole this is how I look at it as a man. When they did the documentary, they made R. Kelly always be. So the documentary came out a year and a half ago. They always made him be 51 years old.
Right.
At the time. He was never 23 or 25 or 30. He was always a 52-year-old perverted man to them. They always say R. Kelly with younger girls. Yeah. And so if you notice, that's why the first episode was about all the same stuff. And then you get back to the new stuff, the documentary. Now they start adding this girl's older than me right now. This girl's older than me right now.
Yeah.
And then his wife, his ex-wife at the time, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, they trying to get him this time.
Yeah, definitely.
Kicking while he down.
Yeah.
Kicking while he down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why. So when I say my thing is nothing legally wrong with Rob, my thing is just
I get it. Yeah.
Who is this people? His real people? Like, did they really say something to him?
I wish I was
say
around him. I wish you and I was around him. Seriously, I do. Because I feel the same way. I feel like my love is a tough love. It's not like I would never. I don't feel like R. Kelly is guilty of messing with kids. I just don't. I don't. And then you have those people that, and let me read Andrea's. I'm put it up here so I can read it. Andrea says, "You're very beautiful, Andrea." Audria says the bottom line is, how many times do you have to repeat poor judgments before you learn your damn lesson? Now I threw the damn, but you know what? This is a spicy talk tonight. So look, this and I. Hey, ain't nothing. What else can you say? Absolutely,
she's right.
Want to see what my girl Tex Black Diamond said, and there we go.
What's up, Texas Black?
Says we are in the good old USA. Doors would have been blown up. Hold up, let me read it again. No, Ira, you want to read it?
Sure.
You see it?
I don't.
Okay, I read it. It says we are in the good old USA. Doors would have been blown up to get those females. So I call it bullshit. Okay, we are in the good old USA. Absolute. All of this is true. We are in the good USA. And they were not held hostage. Okay. And everybody's mad when it's time to go home. Everybody's now a victim when it's time to go home. When it's time for you to get out, when it's time for you to, the doors must be shut. Oh, he did this to me. He beat me with a shoe, a sneaker. He made me take a cup to the mouth. Okay. And I noticed when she talked about eating that cup of feces, she didn't say, I don't remember her saying he made her do it. I don't remember her saying that he made her do it. I thought she said, and I could be very wrong, that he asked her to do it. I don't know. Got to come back to that, but
we don't even know if that story is true. So
I don't believe matter of fact, I don't believe that bullshit. But if anything, he ain't make you eat no shit. Now this is the worst of the worst of the worst. A man, I say this because I'm a woman. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I mean, a man will ask you to do a lot of things that he might not expect you to do it. He might just be want to see how dumb you are. He might just be want to see if you really would do that. That don't mean do it. Okay, you don't do everything a man, especially no, I don't do everything a man asks me to do. So won't they, Ira? Don't they ask you to do some shit?
Some people, some dudes will. They want to see how dumb you are.
Yeah,
some dudes will.
Especially if they already think you dumb.
Yeah, we want to see how. Let's see what this nut ass person gonna do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, girls do the same thing with dudes in a different way. You know, here you go. Let me get $1,000. I guarantee you ask enough people.
Damn right. Yeah, I've done it.
You get enough. You ask enough. Somebody gonna give you $1,000.
I've done it. You know, I used to do this. If a guy I was not interested in, if he would not leave me alone, even though I made it clear, to him, I'm not interested. Right. And this happened before. So the guy was following me. He was, at the time, I was probably like, I was in my earlier, maybe 26. I don't know, 25, 26. And the guy was following me. He was older man, his car. And I'm like, I'm like, do you have $60? He gave me the money. I'm not lying. Yeah. But I did it because he would not take no for an answer. So absolutely right. We do that. We all to some degree do that. Regina White let's see what Regina has to say.
What's up, Regina?
Let's see if it comes up here. Here it comes. Trying to prove that he had brainwashed her. Okay. I think I missed the rest, Regina.
No, I think she was going off what we were saying, that why she would do that. Like, why she would do that.
Duh. Trying to prove that he had her brainwashed.
Yes.
Right?
I'm yes. Mm-hmm.
So you say what do you get from that, Ira?
How I'm reading it is, I think she was talking about Azriel by eating the stuff. She's saying that he made me do that. That's how it's part of being brainwashed. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I mean, in a way, you sitting like that, I can imagine that's how he was probably a man. What, like looking at a chick that he's trying to get to do something stupid, just sitting back like, let me see if she do this. Stupid. She'll do anything. But yeah, what's up, Daddy Lolo? Let's see what Daddy Lolo said. Before we wrap it up, we have a couple more minutes. We good. We was doing this for an hour almost. What's up, Daddy Lolo? He says, who laughs while describing an abuse that happened to them? Exactly. You know, when Adele described, she said R. Kelly took a size 12 sneak and hit her with it. She laughed. And who does? Who laughs? Body language speaks. So, you know.
And look, this is how I don't believe nothing that Adriel said. I'm gonna tell you why. Whether it's good or bad, because when she was coming out and she was saying, I'm for Kel, stuff like that. You know what everybody was saying? Oh, she's young. She's just going to defend him. She going to do whatever, whatever to say what he going to say. And then when it's that she left, she's at her breaking point.
Right.
She's grown now. You
want it. Yeah.
Stop. Because right now she's still doing childish things.
It's fucked up. It's messed up. Yeah.
But that's what I said. Back to everything is childish.
Right.
She's doing childish things, which is why he should have never ever dealt with her in the first place. And
that's how I feel, Ira. You absolutely right. So Ira's thing tonight seems to be perception. Good message. Perception is reality. People, they put her out as a young girl on TV. No boobs. They show the 12-year-old as real. But we see the damn Instagram model. We see the bodacious beauty. We didn't see all that on Lifetime. We didn't see all that until now on social media, day-to-day life. So absolutely, they will show you what they want. So Spitting Fire says, can someone hold the parents responsible?
I wish we could.
Yeah. We've been trying. And don't feel like you have not done, because every supporter, every video maker that supported R. Kelly, every video, everybody, every person on Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, you mean a lot. You have done a lot. I remember personally, and you could tell me, what you've done. I was saying, because I was shocked that Geronda Pace was a stalker. Geronda Pace, I said it so many times that I feel like they start trying to debunk me and say I'm not a stalker based on what I seen, the shirts they put, I'm a stalker and different things like that. So don't think that your words and what you're doing and all we're doing did not mean did not mean anything. It did. I believe that sending those videos I sent to Stephen Greenberg, that you sent to Stephen Greenberg, sharing that information, because they fighting over there in the R. Kelly support team, fighting each other 2 years straight. But if y'all laid aside the fighting and just sat back and realized y'all did a lot for R. Kelly, I believe Stephen Greenberg you help his ass. We helped his ass to be able to go. And I don't mean to say in a disrespectful way, but he's a lawyer. He had other cases. He's a lawyer. There's a lot he has to comb through.
Honestly,
the digging. Go ahead. I'm listening.
And honestly, even if he do get some of his information from the YouTube streets, he has to keep that private. He can't be like y'all. What I've seen over the months is everybody say, "How come he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that?" Do y'all know what kind of case he dealing with?
Right.
Like, he can't be YouTube lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
He has to still act like, because he has a reputation himself. He has to do it the same way he's doing everything else. I'm pretty sure he got a lot of information off of YouTube, but he can't do it like how we do. And
oh no!
Hold a press conference and say, "Oh yeah, the bitch lying." Like he can't do that.
Hell no!
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like no, like some of these people on YouTube, it's like, y'all chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these things, and we can get mad at the lawyers all we want to. We can get mad at the parents. And once again, I'm going back to, you can't be mad at the parents and you can't be mad at the lawyers and not be mad at R. Kelly.
Tight, but it's right.
He's responsible for something.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with legal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe 90% of the stuff that's that's been going on. But prime example, when the dude Torre asked his ass on TV, "Do you have any teenage friends?" You know what I'm saying? He said, "What do you mean by teen?" Like,
yeah, Kels, that was that. But well, what do you mean by teen? R. Kelly. Right. The answer is no.
No.
You can't explain that to everybody because they're not willing to understand. So I get it.
I'm one of his biggest fans. Like, if anybody went on my Facebook, they know from years. You know what I'm saying? I know his music from here and there, and the songs that's not released. Like I was just like, oh my God, why? Everybody gonna hit me up on my inbox and say, "What you think now?" They want me to change. But it's like, so
I
that's where
know.
my anger, that's where my anger comes from. It's like, we can't help you change. He had, put it this way, he has to admit to something. I don't know what it is.
I admit that I made some mistakes.
Yeah, it was
He did admit. That's all you
it was,
getting out of
yeah.
Kels. That's what I gotta say. This I
Mhm.
like Kels though. I like the way.
Oh, I do too.
Cause guess what? He ain't admitting to none of you motherfuckers. He ain't break. He didn't fold. He didn't bend. A person
I ain't
that
gonna lie.
lying that much. What?
The last 2 minutes of I Admit is my favorite part. I ain't gonna, but that's
What's the part?
Because he went up and he started. I admit
Sing it.
mistakes.
Come
No,
on,
I ain't gonna do
Sing it to us.
No. Maybe next one. But I'm saying that part where R. Kelly's famous of is doing is going hard at the end.
Ah, yeah.
So when he did that part on that long ass song, you know what I'm talking about if you listen to the song.
I'm thinking now. That song was 19 minutes long.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, but
all you gotta do is go to the last 2 minutes of the song when you get.
I have a right. Yeah. I don't know, but R. Kelly is the man, 100%. And the way he handled it, like I said, he never bent, he never broke, and whatever else. He stuck to all the way to the end. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. And you know what? I respect that. He's fighting for himself. He's not out here fighting one another and calling these people bitches. You can't say that R. Kelly is violent. You know, they can have their accusations, but you don't see him out here. You don't catch him. You know, celebrities get caught all the time in their dirt. You never caught him being, I don't remember him ever being caught being dirty or beating up a woman. Or that one video shoot, he was talking to one of the women, and I'm a flirt. He was talking to the woman, and he was didn't want the woman to talk to the guy. That to me is not enough, because I know every man I know. To me, that's a real man. A real man, he gonna have his woman by his side. Period. A real man is not gonna want his woman flirting everybody's face. Now, is that his woman? I don't know, but maybe his interest. What woman want a week back? What woman want a week back? So that don't tell me that R. Kelly's been saying he's not guilty from the beginning to the end. He's in jail. He's in prison, and he's still saying I'm not guilty. He did not bend, he did not fold, and he did not break. So I think that means something. That means something.
It means something. It does. It means something.
Absolutely.
It means something, because a lot of people in this position, they wound up killing themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He winds up killing. They wind up killing themselves. They can't take it, especially when you. Here's my thing. He is in jail. Who wants to? You don't want to be in jail for the things that he is accused of.
No way.
So, I get to see the comments. That 19 is maybe where he was going. He was being careful at what age.
Yeah.
Did that mean? I mean, yeah. She's talking about. I guess she's talking about when I brought up the interview part.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here you go. Sometimes the lie is a good lie. You can. A teenage friend, nah. Nah.
Hold up, break that down. Break that down, Ira.
Sometimes a good lie is a great lie. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now. If I'm messing with someone's wife, somebody say you messing with you messing with my wife? Nah.
Right.
Nah.
And that whole voice that tell on itself, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, you raise your voice. You know
yeah,
but no, like I'm saying, yeah, I'm screwing your wife. What's your point? Like, no, just sometimes it's just none of people's business. So the best thing for him to say was, "As long here you go."
Right
in the back of his mind, he always knew that he messed with legal women. He could have said no, right? That's none of nobody's business. If he's always messing with legal women, that's none of nobody's business who he's screwing.
Exactly, Miss Fat. Regular, ordinary men out here controlling girlfriends and wives right now. Trust me. I know. And it's a fact. I think it's I don't know. I mean, I know manly men They want their woman to be there. They want the man is the traditional man. The traditional man is the head of the household, not these new school alternative men. We're talking about traditionally conservative men. They're the head of the household, and they, I know my place. Excuse me, and I don't let people tell me what to do. I don't let nobody. My man can't tell me what to do. But he better not be able to walk all over you.
Let me try to flip that controlling man and stuff like that. It's different between someone being controlling and someone being like, hey, yo, nah, that's just something I don't rock with. I don't want my woman to be doing that, right? If that's considered controlling,
I'm gonna put you up real quick.
Yeah, if that's considered controlling, then I'm controlling them. I don't want my woman to be on Instagram doing a bunch of things, like, you know what I mean? And I might say in a bad tone, like, hey, like, you know what I mean? Like, why the hell you gotta put that on? Like, you know what I mean? That don't mean I'm controlling. It just means that, yo, I don't want my woman out there doing that. Just like some women want a guy that when women say I want a guy to take care of me, right? That don't mean that you're a kid. They just want a guy to do nice things for them. It's like, like all because a woman say I want a guy who got money or something like that. That doesn't mean they're really a gold digger. It just means that she knows what she likes and what kind of things that she might be used to. That don't mean she's a gold digger. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So I always say security is good. Like, my thing is what gets me going. I like a man that can change my tire. I do.
Right.
Fix some things around the house because I don't like to do it. So that's some of the qualities I like in a man. Be able to know how to fix that car or go to YouTube and get the instructions, because that's something I really don't like to do.
Right. Everybody got their own little thing. So all because you have a demand or respect for yourself to say this is one of the requirements that I like in my woman or my man, that don't mean that you have to go far right and say someone's controlling or she's a gold digger or she can't change no tires. So why she want a man to change tires? No, there's a reason why she want a man to change tires.
Right.
Because that's the kind of stuff that's one of her love languages. Oh snap, he put that together. He do that for me,
That's right.
These grown folks talk right. Oh, okay.
Yep. This grown woman being submissive doesn't mean she is being controlled. Amen.
Right. We can't go, but we have a tendency to go far left or far right, like a lot of things. And like I said, to bring it back to R, he's not going to get a fair shot down the middle. They're going to go far right with him.
Right.
Because of who he is.
And that's where we came in. And us. Go ahead.
Oh no, I didn't say that.
I appreciate us because that's where we came in. We came in to say, wait a minute, you're not going to treat him like he has to, his standards got to be over your standards. Things you would not even do, you expect him to do, And so I wanted to ask you this before we get ready to close. What do you think? There's a lot of people that watch us. And that really, who gives a fuck, right? But when it comes to when you ready to get your channel back up and you go to visit other people, you just see other people and they have an opinion about people that support in R. Kelly. Like, how do you think you would say you go to who I can think of? I don't really want to call nobody's name out.
I don't care who you call. I'm just gonna be. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna answer it.
Say you go to say you go to Storm Monroe. I don't know if you know who he is.
I don't know who he is. I'm sorry.
People that will just point the finger and call you a pedophile lover and just say fuck you, or I cuss a little bit. Just say forget you. You for a man. You're for a man that likes kids. You for a man and you don't go. Things like that. How do you defend yourself to them people? How do you proclaim, like when it comes to your people, your friends?
Because I don't know Storm Monroe, I would ask them questions first, and I'll find a way for them to make to. It's like this. When people say, this is what I do to people, that if you think he's a pedophile, I'm not trying to argue that against you, right? But like, let's just say he was saying mute R. Kelly, right? I'll say, okay, let's mute R. Kelly. Why are you more mad at me about not muting R. Kelly than you mad at the people that made money off of R. Kelly? The Jay-Z's,
right?
The Maxwells,
Right?
you know, Tony Braxton's, right? In the beginning, people like when R. Kelly first got arrested, I literally seen radio stations do this. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. We're going to mute R. Kelly, and then they played Maxwell, Fortunate, and then they played How Many Ways by Tony Braxton. Like dummies. Like, I'll say like he.
You can't.
How you muting R. Kelly, but you're like, oh, he go, because see, people don't think. They say, I just can't get past when he's singing the songs, he's singing about a little girl. If you believe that, that means every lyric he wrote for everybody else, you have to do the same thing.
Right. Realistically.
I don't get, I'm not going to argue with people about changing their mind, but I just want to figure out how far a mutant you want to go.
Right.
Because I don't think a lot of people know what mute R. Kelly really means as far as music wise. As far as music wise. And like, come on, like, he went on tours with people. I've been to a lot of them. He went on tours with people. He made music with people. He did albums with people.
Plenty.
So
there's no.
And y'all don't think these people got unreleased music out with R. Kelly? These people, productions, they make money off this people. Like Maxwell's #1 song ever, period, is Fortunate.
Right.
When you go to a concert, if he don't sing Fortunate, you pissed off.
Right.
Early before all this whole pandemic happened, I seen people, everybody and their mama, depending on a certain what age you were, they was going to the Millennial Tour. Remember that Millennial Tour? And who was the headline? B2K, right? Yes. B2K's main songs, especially their first album, is written and produced. Girlfriend, remix, all that stuff, like What a Girl Wants. All that. So, and then to them, they said, I saw the interview where they said, you know, due to the stuff going on, this is going to be the last tour that we actually do the songs. Well, they're not touring no more, period. So they some hypocrites too. Yeah. Because they said, let me get this bread first because people want to hear these songs.
Use them again.
Right? Let me get this bread, you know?
Yeah.
And that group had their own problems. So it wasn't about R. They was only going to be one and done anyway with the Millennial Tour as far as a group. So I just be like, oh, so y'all going to see the Millennial Tour and y'all talking about, oh yeah, that was my jam when I was younger. But you mad at me or mad at a channel like yours or anybody who actually defends R. So that's how I would answer them. I wouldn't even pay them no mind. Right?
Because basically he wrote for B2K. He wrote for Maxwell. And you know, as you said that, they use or I mean, I can only imagine how I feel because I know how I feel. I be feeling
that's my expertise when it comes to R. Kelly.
From you. So you really got from him and you just turn on him. You use him. You use his mastery. He wrote this hit out of his talent, God given, and that's the thing. And I'm a God fearing person.
You know he's getting robbed right now. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead. How?
When it comes to the music part of R. Kelly, I will talk about that all day on YouTube because that's what I do know. That's a fact or it's not. You can tell me I'm wrong or right, but he's still getting. He's been getting robbed. You know this shit is about money because it's not like example. Come on. Cardi B and what's his name? Bruno Mars. Come on with this. What's that song they had?
Damn it.
If that wasn't a sample,
Sex Me.
But even the video.
Sex Me.
Even the video.
I can't think of it.
But listen, even the video was the same. They was in the same tunnel, sitting, you know. If you see the Sex Me video, right? I mean the whatever that Cardi B song and Bruno Mars that, and then you do Remind Me of My Jeep video.
Okay.
Same scene.
Yeah.
Same scene. Not the song, but the video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like he somebody got his money, and that's where it's coming from. Because why you think he's not? If they really thought he was really bad, they would mute him for real. They haven't been muting him. The powers that be haven't been muting him because somebody has his money.
Trash. It's trash, and that's what
somebody has his money.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just wrong. Well, Ira, we come to the end of the road today.
Do
me a favor and please hit the like button, please. I would appreciate y'all, because this is the thing, y'all. This is we feeling in the moment. Hollywood Next. I just saw you. Hold up. Let me give a shout out to Hollywood.
We're gonna be on it. We're gonna be on it when the stuff picks up. We're gonna be on it when it picks up. When it gets to the serious stuff.
That's right. And I'm glad to see you. Because this is the thing. I truly, like I said, we all have made an impact. We dented. You're not just gonna come up in here and do Kells like that. Okay, He may not have had his family. I don't know if he did or not, but it doesn't seem like it. But you got all of us, even though we fight, we don't get along half the damn time. We don't want to talk to each other. Stay away from me. Don't come near me. Let me out. I don't even want to talk. But then at the end of the day, y'all, we really dented this thing. We are here to support R. Kelly. We matter, and we got his back. You know, I think R. Kelly is grateful for all of that we done.
Right.
It's some people in the mix that took advantage of the moment, try to get money off of him and all types of things. And those people they're not really for him, but there are people that really are for him, that we are. And so I just appreciate that. Please hit the like button, y'all, if y'all don't mind. And what I was going to say is we have to support one another. Not only are we for R. Kelly, but most of us are black. And this is a moment. And if you're not black, you're white. But we all need to stick together. We all need to stick together. We need to support each other. We need to have mercy on each other. The racists, the people that hate us, that want us to be slaves, that want to wrap a chain around our necks and own us as a whole human being. They are the powers that be that you were just talking about, most of them. The powers that be. And they are the ones that still want the money from R. Kelly, but they the ones that have him in his predicament. They the ones behind the scenes that helped his demise, put him in a position, allowed these young women to entertain him. They allowed these security guards, brought them around. You know, even when it come to Azriel, you too, girl, even when it come to her, how is she at the concert with her entire family? How are you at the concert with your family? You on your social media talking about he gave you black panties. You on social media, but they don't talk about that. Your parents knew? They did know. Oh, Daddy Lolo, bless your heart. And I love you too, Daddy Lolo. Daddy Lolo says, I love you, Spicy. And shout out to you, Ira. Thank you so much, Daddy Lolo. I love you too.
Much love, y'all. Much love.
And I want to be able to support y'all too. I want to be able to give money to y'all. I know this is different for me, but if I expect something, I want to give it, you know. And so thank y'all for whoever gave anything to me, including you, Ira. Thank you for doing this live. Is there anything you want to say before we shut it down?
Yeah, let me do my last minute rant. It's like, nah. This is my opinion. For the past year and some change, I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, and I said, wow, they're good. Up here. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, and they do really good things. Like maybe one channel does this great. Maybe one channel does this great. I just ask for everybody not to pick sides and do stuff like that. It's not about that. If one person says something that's good, that don't mean it's team them and then team us and team. Nah, use your mind. What makes sense to you? You know, that's just my opinion. That's what I've seen. Like I said, I don't have a big channel or nothing like that, but I've been looking at all anybody popular or anybody. I looked at all stuff, and I seen that it was good in the beginning, and it got murky and then it just became a shit show. So like from this point on, the trial is like in a month and a half or so. We ain't got to go by he say, she say no more. All this stuff that's going on right now, you can use your common sense. You got a year and a half of 15, 20, 30 YouTube bloggers, whether it's negative or positive.
Hold up, Ira. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Hollywood Next. God damn it, girl. I gotta come to your channel and bless you too. Oh wow, spitting fire. Yo, you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Y'all keep on showing her love for real, for real.
so much. Sweet as ever. I thank you so much. Y'all made an impact in this whole thing.
And this ain't over. This is the start. This is the start.
Definitely gonna get back. My fault. Go ahead.
No, I was just rambling. I was just saying, yo, everybody form your own opinion. Like, you don't have to agree with what I say. And but as far as the bigger channel, you don't have to agree with everything some of those most popular, like, but if you know they're good at something and you believe that, stick with that. You don't have to that little bickering stuff that's probably the reason why our are still locked up, because they think people would do anything to just to get on. Nah, use your own mind. If it makes sense to you, roll with that. You know, that's all I got to say. Support everybody.
Thank you.
Keep on supporting my homegirl right here. We're going to keep on doing more stuff, because guess what? The real stuff is going to happen soon. Like I said, the real stuff is going to happen soon, and we can go by that, because it's going to be real stuff come out right now. Not my cousin, uncle, my daddy. I met him one time. None of that bullshit. Mm-hmm. It's going to be some real shit.
Yes.
And we're going to find out who's been bullshitting the whole time and who's not.
Absolutely.
That's all I got to say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? Like I said, you made a dent. That's all I know. You busted this thing wide open. We're not going to sit back. We was never going to sit back. People actually love R. Kelly to death. Robert Kelly, we love him, and everybody needs somebody. And that's when I asked you about what would you say to those people that call you names because you support R. Kelly. Why do I look so close to this thing? When I put it back, but it looked like it got closer. It's weird. But what I would say to them is that everybody needs somebody. What do you want? The world to turn against the man? And the thing is, everybody that judge us, when they look at this situation and you see them on their channels, well, that didn't look good what she did, but he's still wrong. No, you don't want to face the fact that what she did was wrong. Thank you so much, Nene and True. I really appreciate y'all. For real, I do. Let me put that up there. I would like to say this too. When I first started YouTube with R. Kelly, not started because I started when Kanika Jenkins was murdered. But when that's faded for some reason. Spitting Fire was doing her channel. She wasn't talking about, I don't think she was focusing on him. I kind of ran into her on my timeline and I just fell in love with her. Like, I just whoa, she like a 10 times me. She was really fire. It was her girlfriend. Her and her had a show. And I was like, I got to get in touch with her. I got to. I will take the credit. I will, because I brought her over. I think I brought her over. I ain't going to take the credit. But I contacted her and I just said, I really like what you saying. I like how you articulate. I like what you saying, your energy. And she then came over. And I want to say about Hollywood Next. I sit back. I always watch Hollywood Next. I enjoy her lives. I do. Mm-hmm. I enjoy her lives. Like, you can sit back and sit in her chat or sit back in the bushes because I try to disconnect from there because there was a lot of drama on that whole.
That's what turned me off, but yeah.
But watching, I felt like that was my everyday thing to do. So I appreciate you, Hollywood Next, for what you put in your voice. I like your voice. I like to hear you talk. It's soothing. It makes me want to water ice. I don't know why. I swear.
But Spitting Fire got one of the best names on this stuff.
I love her name.
I'm jealous of that. I ain't gonna lie. I need me a name.
Ira.
No, I'm talking about. I like the little. I like her. I like how she won it. Yeah,
it's her. It definitely is her. Mm-hmm. So again, I really feel like we owe each other. I feel like we should support each other, and we should, even if you don't be in the chat all the time. I just thank you, and on that note, Hollywood Next says, I enjoy it all. I just don't like the drama. I know. Me neither. Hollywood next to Virgo. I'm a Taurus. We Taurus. We earth signs. You know, spitting fire Taurus. You know, we earth signs, which means y'all know I'm into astrology a little bit, which means we down to earth. You know?
I'm gonna be hitting up all your live chats. Just know that. Just know that.
Absolutely. We be in, we don't stay in the drama. We can be in it if we choose to, but we don't want that. We don't do that. We're earthly. We like to have a good time. We speak facts. We speak truth. You don't want to mess with an earth sign. So anyway, all of y'all are sweet and I appreciate it. Let me read one more comment here. Audrey of Flowers. If it comes up, I am here to hear the info for and about R. Kelly news, not for the drama or of the YouTubers, unless I feel like laughing at the time. You give good news without the drama. Thank you, Audrey. I appreciate it.
When it becomes more about them than the subject, that's when you should fall back.
Right.
That's when you should fall back.
Yeah. You too. What next? And I'm astrology queen. Yes. Absolutely. I like to do it.
See, me and her, we gonna get along because we both Tauruses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. It's like that. And like I said, you might not see me, but I'm there. You know, we all about logic too. Us earth signs. When I say earth, I mean Virgos or you know, now we get into astrology. Virgo and Capricorn, and R. Kelly is a Capricorn. That's how I know that he's nice, and I know he's very generous with his money. I know that about him because he's a Capricorn man. Very generous with their money. Very nice people. They get in trouble a lot because they care a lot. It's nothing. And I know this, and this is all, I promise y'all, that's it. The last thing I'm going to say about Capricorn men that I know, I could see, because I had this with mine when we broke up before. They will, he'll treat every girl like they special. And you know, he stays here. He don't get mad. He's not too nice. When he really don't want to deal with you, he'd just be like cold to you. He will be passive aggressive to you. You say F you know, because that's me. And he'll be like, okay, all right, bye. I'm not your man. Goodbye. That's it. Like, and that'll piss a woman off by the way they act. I'm like, I bet. I know. But y'all, look, bring one more, Ira, one more. And
that's cool. I like it. I don't have my computer because I'll be able to see it, but I see it now.
Oh. See, Latanya says, what I don't get, it's okay for grown men to watch women strip and they 18 and up. Right. But when an older man dates younger women, it's a problem. Why? An older woman dates a younger man, no problem.
Well, you know the answer to that. Here's the thing about life. It's double standards. We already know what it is. It just don't look, you know, it's just what is put in our upbringing, you know. We look creepy. We're taking advantage of that person. Yeah. But if you know, and I don't want to make it no man against the woman thing, but when a girl does it, on the example that you said to the comment that was up, it's she's smooth with it. She playing the game. Sister know what she want. You know, that's just what it is.
Yeah, it's not right. The thing is that if most of us are believers. Most of us believe in God, in the Lord. Some don't, but that's fine.
The Lord. The Lord.
We know that they might think they getting away with it, but they not. And he will be redeemed. He's not going to go down for all of that stuff. He's not. The man never said I did it. He never cracked. He never folded. He never.
You know what I want to do for every time we do a video, because I want it to be on wax. I might change my mind differently. I'm always going to give my prediction about it. As of right now, I believe that he will get a penalty for he will get charged with something, but he's only going to get time served. By the time he gets done doing what he do, it's already going to be in there. It's going to like almost a year and a half, 2 years.
Right.
That's what I think. And unless some other stuff comes out, like I believe that they want to get him on that taking the minor across state lines. It's like technical how you can take cigarettes across Delaware, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so close.
Right.
But if they want to get, and then if they get in with that, that's already going to be time served. That's my opinion for now. Until some other stuff, if some other stuff changes,
Yeah, and I think it's because they want to get him so bad for something. Yeah. Like they just don't. They're not even. They don't even want to let him out, and it's not fair for him. Yeah. It's not. You let Michael have these. If for one, you're black, and it's not. They treat us wrong. It's systemic racism. They don't want to let us. Like they don't want us to be ahead. They don't. So I just see it as because he's a black man. For one. You gonna let Michael Avenatti out. You gonna let Michael, what's his name, Michael Cohen out. You gonna let. They're not even talking about Trump. He in court documents for messing with minors over with Jeffrey Epstein. Why are they not talking about that? Why? For the fact that he's the president, it's not right. If it was Obama, guess what? They would have him. They would have.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all, I just thank y'all so much. I love you too. I love all of y'all for real. Hollywood next. I love you, apes on the YouTube. And I said that wrong every time. Apes. Fire, Daddy Lolo, Texas, Black Diamond, Audria. I love all of y'all, and I know I miss Latanya, Regina, every Miss Jessie. Hey, everybody, Small Fry. Thank y'all so much. It was fun, Ira. We always have fun.
Right. Oh, my channel is Ira Leonard. That's how you spell it. Ira and Leonard.
Was I supposed to? You should put that on your tab.
I should.
Ira Leonard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it again and like go. Since I didn't have I gotta wait till we get done. I'm gonna go in there and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, that was me on the video. Blah 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 blah. That's all I ask. Support, like it. You know what I mean? So I can follow everybody. So when I do post up with you or whatever the case may be. Everybody know, that I'm not just popping up out of nowhere, all because I didn't make a lot of videos about it. So yeah.
Word. So thank y'all so much. Definitely, I'll try. If I don't be back tomorrow, I'll probably be back soon. I don't want to promise now. Every time I promise, I don't show up. I talk about other stuff, guys. Y'all know I talk about topics. So we love R. Kelly. We got it. Let's just pray for him and just have faith for him. And it means
something. That's going to naturally come because the trial's coming. But please support her when she's talking about other things too, as well.
If I'm okay. I appreciate y'all and it'd be nice. So see y'all later. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in to Spicy Topic. All right.
Later.
All right, Ira.
Later.